We need to dismantle the patriarchy. We could, or
Hit me with it.
we could consider that there are actually more women than men in universities, more women than men who hold PhDs.
The fact that women have earned more university degrees in the past 2 decades has not ended the gender pay gap, not even among those who are currently under the age of 35. The pay gap may only be half the size of the general population, but it's still there. Counterintuitive as this may seem, that gap actually increases in both the absolute and proportionate sense as you acquire more and more advanced degrees. At least one study suggests that the difference has to do with prestige. In prestigious programs and at prestigious schools, men are still more likely to get those degrees than women. These are the degrees with name recognition, in programs with legacy admissions, ones that lead to jobs with power and influence.
Women are being preferentially selected for jobs, not for being the best candidates, but to fill equity quotas that favor women.
Study after study has demonstrated that people hire people that remind them of themselves, which is why workplace demographics are then remarkably static over a period of several decades. You don't have to call it white supremacy or patriarchy or heteronormativity. We can also attach euphemisms like affinity bias. But whatever you call it, those biases systematically privilege and benefit straight white men like myself. Equity and diversity policies and hiring practices are not about filling quotas so much as they are about creating a world in which perhaps somebody doesn't have to be twice as good just because they don't look like the hiring manager.
Women hold all the power in divorce courts.
These divorce and child custody stats are from Canada, but they're similar to the United States, and a remarkably small number of cases will ever get to court, period. And in about 2/3 of divorces, child custody is joint. And it's that low because in more than half of the remaining third of cases, the dad simply didn't want custody at all.
Laws incentivize women to leave their husbands and take the kids, destroy men, and get paid to do it.
I think it's safe to say that this has devolved into a gish gallop. This is nonsense.
Or skip marriage altogether and just have children for the paycheck.
This is a very thinly veiled misogynist manosphere dog whistle.
I mean, is there really any opportunities that we want that we do not have?
Funny you should ask, actually, because there was a viral trend 3 years ago asking, what would you do if all men disappeared for 24 hours? Go on walks at night, wear whatever I want and feel safe while doing so. Stay out late with the girls and sleep under the stars. Live how I want to live.
All this evil patriarchy ideology conditions little girls to cringe at the thought of being just a mom.
Or just a wife, just a daughter, just a girl. The operative, the important distinction here is that word just. The problem is being limited to that identity.
When all it's really doing is tearing apart families, tearing apart relationships, and tearing down our femininity. And with that goes our chance at peace in our home, peace in our communities, in our nation, and on this planet.
That is not peace. That is oppression.